I don't take advice from older women. Yes, I don't. First of all, there's a story to it. There's a story. But I just want to say this first. I think I said it in one of my videos. I know these people are your parents, they're your auntie, blah, blah, blah. But I want you to know that one person does not have the ropes on every aspect. This also applies to fathers and uncles. One person does not have a ropes in every aspect. If you observe your uncles, your dads and stuff, you realize that some of them are more academically inclined. Some of them are more business inclined. For instance, the ones that are academically inclined, they'll tell you, go to school so that you get a good job and start a family. That's what they will tell you. While the ones that like business, they'll tell you, this good thing, I don't believe in it. Just know how to like do business, and you know, from when you are in that school, if you even want to go start a business from there and start building it. Some of them will even tell you, all this money that you're using to waste for school fees, if you use it to start a business, in that 4 years that your mates are struggling to finish school, you will be a big man. You'll be spending money while your mates are now finishing school, still begging their parents for money. So you can see that our parents, they are people too. They have bias. Their brain is not, it doesn't work at 100% simply because they are older. Whatever they focus on is what they know. So thinking because they are your parents means they know everything is a very destructive way to live. So why I said I don't take advice from older women. I was in a bus one day. There was one guy in the bus selling stuff. And he was like, this one, as a woman, if you drink it, your body will do this one and that one. That, for instance, now, that discharge that women normally have, it's infection. As a woman, you're not supposed to have discharge. And there were these women in their 40s and 50s in that bus, and they were like, I'm like, at this age, you don't know that the vagina is self-cleansing, which means it cleans itself out. It's not, the ear is also self-cleansing, but the ear leaves the, like whatever it cleans, it leaves it at, what's it called, the ear canal or something. It leaves it there. But the vagina, when it does its cleaning, it pushes it out. And it does that 24 hours a day. It doesn't end. It's a constant thing. So it's going to push out whatever it's cleaning. So having discharge, like regular discharge as a female, is supposed to happen. It's a normal thing. That's how you know it's even healthy. That's why they advise you, like, change your panties at least 3 times a day or at least 2 times a day. It depends on like your job schedule, but at least try to make sure you change your panties at least twice a day. 3 times is fine, 4 times is fine, because it's constantly cleaning. And if you leave the thingy there, it can generate to like what's it called, yeast infection that would stop the moment you take that particular one out, because the area is now too moist, and that candida virus thingy, it multiplies in a moist environment. So this is such a normal thing that I feel like every female should know. Yet here were these women in their 50s nodding their head over an information that a man that has never had a vagina is telling them simply because he's trying to sell a drug. And it was so sad to see. I just give them one bad eye, like, because this is the highest level of ignorance and stuff. So that's why I don't take advice from older women. Another thing is when it comes to the way they raise kids, for instance, as a female, your mom will tell you, oh, you know, you need to do this so that from before you're even 10 years old. Is this how you're going to do in your husband's house? Is that how you're going to do in your husband's house? So like you are raised to understand that you are going to your husband's house. So these are the attributes you're supposed to have if you're going to get married and stuff. But wait, let me even pause this, because I notice these women, they keep praying for their daughters. God will bless you with a good man that will understand them. But you raised your sons to not be those good men. So where do you want your daughters to find those good men from? And whose daughter do you want to marry those your sons that you raised like that? Now, in staying with different families, one thing I've noticed is they make the female kids serve the male kids. Everybody knows teenagers don't like work. So you have to literally force them to do everything. Even things that are relating to them, for instance, shower and all that stuff. You have to force them to do it, let alone do work in the house. So Of course, though, everybody will want to fold their hands now. So you motivate the girls, like you even force them, you insult them, tell them, is this how you want to go and be doing in your husband's house? Then the boys, you leave them alone, let them just grow like that. If the girls now say, why are we the ones doing all the work? Why can't they do the work? The next thing the woman will say, this is something I've witnessed in different families, and these are the response those women gave their daughters when they asked them, why are the boys not cleaning the house like they are supposed to do, like they are doing? And the answer that these women gave was, he's a man. Before you know now, he'll marry a wife that will be doing all these things for him. You are a woman, you're the one that's going to be doing all these things for your husband. Cleaning your house, cleaning your environment is a life skill that everybody should have. Having the ability to prepare food for yourself is a life skill that everybody should have. But they raise their sons, making them feel like, oh, you're not supposed to do this work. And even when they're daughter, I know a woman that was making her 6-year-old wash plates while she had a 13-year-old boy. And that small girl had to ask the mom, and the mom gave her this same answer, and she was 6. I just looked at it that I'm like, this can't be right. Because I was also small then, but I was like, this cannot be right. Because my brother didn't really stay with us, but when he comes around, you see him doing stuff around the house. He washes dishes, he cleans the house. And I've also been friends with guys like that, like they don't send you, like they cook their thing, they clean their own house and stuff like that. So I feel like the problem we're having today is the way our parents, I think they're calling it neglecting the male child. I saw a video a guy made, that was yesterday or the day before yesterday. There's a Nigerian guy, content creator. He said, you guys are neglecting the male child and empowering the female child, and at the end of the day, they'll still come and meet each other when it comes to marriage and stuff. And it's a recipe for disaster because the men don't even know what to do. They don't know what to do. I've asked a lot of guys, like, has your father ever given you advice on how to be a good husband and a good father? No. Then on top of that, their mother is making them feel like as long as they are males, they don't have to pick up after themselves. They don't have to clean up after themselves. So women, let's start doing better. Educate yourself. Just because you are older doesn't mean you know everything. You don't even know the total amount of creatures that are in the sea. Even scientists don't know. They discover new ones every day. So here you are thinking you know everything simply because you're older is a destructive way to live. And I'm going to leave you people with my mom's advice. You can be 100 years old and a 5-year-old will teach you something you don't know. I want that to marinate. Bye.